Successful business people use their intuition in everything. We need to make the right decisions in hiring, and business deals, and partners, and all of those things. Wisdom is a pumping in from the inside, not from the outside. It's really, really very simple.
Elisabeth Fayt spent 10 years in the corporate fast lane, serving as a private assistant to Canada's coffee king billionaire Ron Joyce. She traveled the world alongside global business leaders and learned to think big. Today, she is the owner and founder of RnR Wellness, which owns and operates a chain of wellness spas in Canada. Elisabeth is living proof of what she teaches: success in the corporate world.
I have many faces and many hats.
So what is it that you do the best? Do it. When we live on purpose, we are living in joy. Don't we all want to live that way? Are you using all your strength?
Aside from sharing her vast business experiences, 14 years of study with the Masters of India on the Law of Attraction gives Elisabeth a unique foundation for the teachings she shares on stage and in her book, Paving It Forward. Elisabeth Fayt has created what she calls pre-paving, a practical technique that puts the law of attraction into action.
It is a law that has been around for centuries. But when you understand the practicality of how you can use that in your life and in your business, it can completely change what you create. That what we think about, we are creating with our thought, with our speech and action.
Pre-paving is a powerful form of conscious intention. All day, our thoughts are paving the way. Elisabeth teaches how to use the energy of thought and the power of intention to line up energy and pre-pave the road to success. She shares real-life examples from the corporate fast lane, keeping audiences spellbound with her passion for excellence. Her energy is contagious, empowering individuals to create the same level of success within themselves.
You really need to find why you're here, and there are ways to do that, because people stumble all their lives. Our life prepares us. If you look back, I did my first motivational, inspirational speech when I was 8. Now, at the time, I didn't know I wanted to be a professional speaker. We can ask ourselves 3 things. What am I good at? What do I love to do? And how can I serve? And even if you're not doing what you love and what you're good at, you can turn that into a purposeful field if you just say, how can I serve?
Elisabeth has a unique ability to engage audiences like no other speaker. Her corporate workshops have been hailed as nothing less than life-transforming.
Elisabeth's method of paving it forward has captured the attention of corporate masterminds. Frank McGuire, the co-founder of FedEx, believes every corporation should learn how to pave it forward with Elisabeth's formula for success, and has written so in the foreword of her book.
It's a great book, and you all ought to read it. Paving it forward, fantastic.
Her book, Paving It Forward, along with its motivational card deck and audio CDs, make an all-inclusive success kit for employees, empowering them to keep alive these effective methods throughout their workday.
How can we expect the truth if we are not 100% truthful? And not just on the surface truth. I think you all understand what I'm trying to say now. Truth, integrity, loyalty.
We have a scenario in the world where we've got the eastern part of the world, India and that part, that spends 7 days a week in spiritual matters and maybe 1 hour on business, and you see how they're suffering. In the Western world, we have people that are 7 days a week in material-minded thoughts, business thoughts. How can I get ahead? How can I buy the better car, get the nicer house? What we need is a balance. And if you really looked at a stick figure of someone who is the way we live, you would either have a big head, short arms, long legs. We're out of balance, you see? So when we spiritualize business, we are taking the best of the East and putting it in the West. I studied with the Masters of India for 14 years, and then I took that wisdom and that teaching and I put it to work in the fast lane in the corporate world. And I was private assistant to a billionaire who had his own airplane. And I traveled around the world and literally survived and thrived in a corporate environment that others would have sunk. But I used the wisdom and spirituality of the East, and I use it in the West. And I believe that when you spiritualize business, that is when you have abundance. It's the only way to have true abundance that is lasting.
Think of your intuition as being that sole faculty that knows everything. It doesn't need anything from the senses. And we use the senses, and think of the intuition as a clear glass between the senses and your soul. So what we do is we use the senses to intuit. I see something, it goes through the clear glass of my intuition and hits my soul feels and tells me what to do. In business, we need intuition. We need it because we're hiring people. We hire the wrong person, what happens to our business? A lot can happen to our business when we hire the wrong person. We want to make a business investment. Someone tells us about a great deal, buy this stock. We see that, we hear that, it goes through our glass of intuition. Our soul tells us, you know what? No, it's not right for me. Or yes, you know what? It's a good deal, and we act on it.
If we don't pave forward our own way, others will do it for us in a way that we perhaps don't like. The universe will do it based on what we are thinking. We must take charge and take responsibility for what we are creating.
Elisabeth will not just inspire your team for a day, she will inspire them for life, making a permanent change in the way they think, work, and act. Your corporation will never be the same.
If we all live on purpose, we won't all be trying to grab what the other person has. You know, lack of abundance is just a consciousness of greed. And people say, well, I'm not greedy, I'm generous. You know what greed is? Greed is a consciousness that you need to store nuts for the winter. Greed is a consciousness that, gee, if I don't have if one person in my organization leaves, I'm not going to have enough. We need to know that the universe is providing if we need someone in our organization, if we need more money to do this or that, if we need more love in our lives. The opposite of greed, abundance, is knowing that it's right around the corner. We don't have to grasp at anything. We don't have to store nuts because the next nut is coming right to us as long as we focus on what we want.
Empowered employees, empowered corporations. Elisabeth Fayt teaches corporations how to pave the road to success.
Take your business to the next level by learning how to pave it forward. Book Elisabeth Fayt for your next corporate event.